I got a whole bunch of machining done today, so I thought I'll go over what I got here. These are machined on a lathe, but I actually bought them from Edge Products, the front wheel hubs here, and it's just a machined center core with a plate cut out on CNC and welded around there. You can see welded in there, and then it's got inner races pressed in on each side for these bearings I got, also from Edge, which pop inside there and there on each side. And then I machined these stub axles today with castle nuts and cotter pins that go through them, and they take those bearing races and go through here to hold those on, and they fit inside of each front upright like so. See, that slides inside of there and gets welded from the back. So be able to get the hubs on the uprights, and those uprights are welded together and done. So that was a lot of machining today. I got that done, and then also I finished up for each rod end those spacers, the aluminum spacers I was making. I finished all 8 of them. There's a rod end, and here are all the spacers here. I still got a little bit of finishing work to end face them to the right length, but they're all cut this way. And I'll show you how these work. They're pretty nifty. Okay. Yeah, anyhow, these just slide inside each end of the rod end links on each one. And the way that they're contoured on each side like that, it allows for the full steering radius now to happen, as you can see, which is nice. So I'll get these custom fit, because as you can see, when I try to put these in here, they don't quite fit yet. I got a little bit of end facing to do on every single one to custom fit them, and I'll have these uprights put on the buggy today. So I'll show you what they look like. I got all the rod end spacers fit into every spot here. They all work nice, as you can see. I got the full turning radius now. Well, it'll be over here actually, like that. Much tighter, opposed to the other style of bushing that I did in the back end. See? It actually bottoms out on there, so I'm doing good there. And so now I'm going to go take this all apart, thread all these into the A-arms, and bolt these on. And then I've got a bit of measuring to do to figure out where these get welded in, because I was just realizing, if you look back inside there, there is really not much space for this to protrude at all through the upright. So I'm going to have to do some measuring and then figure out what I need to end face off the end of this, because I'm going to need to trim this down so it doesn't hit that. So it's just a little bit of math I got to do, and then I'll probably see if I can do that tomorrow so I can get the front wheels on. That would be nice. Completely forgot, I put together the fuel tank today too. I had a couple spare minutes at the shop. It looks nice. I already went and looked how it fit in the frame, and it looks pretty good. Fits in there nicely. So I'm gonna order up the filler cap for it, and I'm not sure if I need to use an in-tank fuel pump in this. I'm probably not. I don't think so, because the bike came with a fuel pump. So I'm pretty sure I just need to put a peacock on the bottom of it and I'm good to go. So yeah, that's the fuel tank. I just used aluminum MIG on it and cleaned all the welds up with a grinder. I'm not very experienced with the TIG welder on aluminum, so I don't really mess around with it very often. Probably should, because this would have been a nice opportunity for some good TIG welds, but I think it looks alright. I'm probably going to give it a brushed finish, because polishing it, yeah, it looks nice for probably the first month, but where I live, like I said, everything corrodes and gets all shitty looking, so you end up with white spots on it sorta after pretty quickly, just because of the moisture in the air here. But yeah, I'll get the rest of the parts ordered for this, and then that'll be on the future agenda, I guess. So there they are, put on the buggy. Got full steering articulation now, as you can see, left and right. Looking pretty good. And also, here's the fuel tank. Get that. Show you how that looks in there. It looks pretty good, actually. Of course, there's some tabs that go on there, but it fits into this back section of the frame. I'll try to. This close inside again. There you go. Pretty good. So like I said, I'll get all the weldments for that set up and get the fuel tank put on there too soon. So I popped the front uprights back off so I can weld the stub axles in, and I'm doing that right now. I just ran out of wire, or else I wouldn't have updated with the camera, which is good. Yeah, I ran out of wire midway through welding this one in, but they're both tacked in there, both of their stub axles. So I'll get these welded up, and then I'll show you how the bearings go on in the hub assembly, and we'll have it toss the uprights back on now with the hubs attached. We'll see how that looks. They go on there pretty easily. You just I gotta make sure that I don't mix up any of these bushings, because they're all like fit within half a mil probably, because when I made these uprights I didn't really know any better when I first started building, and I should have put pieces of pipe in here all symmetrical and right, and smash bolts down real tight before I welded it all so it didn't distort, because it did distort a little bit. So now all the bushings are custom fit, but that's alright. I just can't mix them up, and it's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass when I have to make new ones eventually, but that's okay.